double check HDMI that it actually goes in, and it does.
Just getting sound.
We should be live. We're rolling. Welcome. Brock, you ready to have a good night tonight?
Yes, excited. It's a great matchup. A team that we don't get to see that often.
Herriman High School versus Dixie High.
Looking forward to a great game.
All the way up from St. George.
Hearing a lot of good things, a lot of buzz about this Dixie team.
A lot of buzz about both these teams. Two really good teams. We're going to do the starting lineups here for us, which will help.
We have the Herriman Mustangs. Any Mustang fans out there? All right, 3. And we've got the Dixie Flyers.
So number 22, Robinson. That's Brecken Robinson. Guy scores points per game. It looks like he's averaging about 20 points. That's pretty good.
Look at those assists too. Shares the balls, about six assists per game. That's pretty.
And Logan Whitehour, another top scorer for them, averages about 15 points. So watch for Logan to put the ball in the hole a couple times tonight. Number 12, Kyle Lemke. Another big scorer.
He can score the ball.
He definitely can. I mean, he's scoring 20 points on about 24 minutes played.
What I noticed with each of these individuals you mentioned, they're not one-dimensional either. Whether they're rebounding, passing the ball, distributing, they're not one-dimensional. So he can score and distribute. That's pretty impressive.
And Jordan Roberts, he's averaging just under 10 points a game. Jordan Roberts.
12 assists, almost 13 assists. 12 points.
And then Damon Myers, another big scorer for him. Damon's scoring about 7 points a game. So there you go. There's Damon coming out. Let's talk about the Herriman Mustangs here.
No slouches there. We've got some guys that can score the ball too.
So these guys have got some size. Number 12, Kyle Lemke, he's going to be playing against Malcolm and Kale tonight. So these will be some good matchups between these guys. Both Kyle and Malcolm right around 6'7", 6'8", respectively. So we got Stockton Blanchard out there, Malcolm Johnson, Cale Barkley. Man, the names are all mixing in my head right now. Carlo Mulford, who hit the game winner in the last game, and Ike Palmer. Ike played a great game. I would say that Carlo was probably the player of the game in the last game for me because of the last 3-4 possessions, right? Everybody came in, he distributed that ball really well underneath the basket. The last 4 or 5 possessions of that last game against Brighton, another really good team, Carlo took over. And then hitting the game winner, I think that just automatically gets you there. So Dixie with the first possession of the game.
It's going to be a fun matchup, a couple of big guys.
Tyler with the first miss of the night. That's Tyler Walter.
Barkley with the rebound.
Carlo setting up the play right now. Cale in there amongst the trees. That's great.
Making it easy, but great finish by Cale.
Great finish. I love seeing that. Looks like Cale's really dialed in tonight.
Yeah, it is. Amidst 3 defenders to finish like that, that's impressive.
Big guys too. I mean, you're looking at 6'9", 6'5", and 6'4" down there guarding him.
Carlo almost getting away with a steal there. He's going after it.
Rebound to Malcolm.
Tough shot by Whitehour.
One of the best rebounders in the state right now, Malcolm Johnson. Double-doubles. So that foul's going to go to number 12, Kyle Lemke. He got him on the way down. Pretty easy call there for the official. Let's watch our replay on that.
Yeah, Mulford never afraid to go.
We'll catch the replay on the next one.
Never afraid to attack the basket.
Never, and I love seeing it aggressive right out of the gates.
Knocks down the first. Yeah, set the tone early. Two good teams. This is the second. Wildauer bringing it up. Pressure from Mulford. Underneath to Lemke. Lemke with a good finish. Lemke up and over. That ball was going to sit on top of the rim for him.
A lot of size in this game. This is good. Good test for both teams. Lemke, a senior at 6'9".
Herriman moving the ball, making the extra pass.
Great little pump fake there by Stockton, man. Great.
I would have been happy with either shot.
Such a threat on that three-pointer that he's got guys jumping out of their shoes to try to defend that.
And both a high percentage for him. We'll take it. Good help.
Great help from Mike.
Looks like they got.
I'm guessing Malcolm probably had his hand around his back there. Must have been what they were looking at. Foul goes to Malcolm. He's upset at himself on that one. A little frustration showing there. Oh, that was going to be too easy.
It was too easy.
Good thing someone got their hand in there. He just came around. I think everybody forgot about him because he's not 6'8". Again, too easy of a catch. Cannot catch the ball inside the paint.
Just took backs against.
Especially Malcolm, who's playing defense with the foul on him already.
Yep.
5:44 left in the first quarter.
And that's been a challenge this season. It's just a lot of foul trouble early.
Stockton's warming up.
The way you play.
Love to see that. Good still. Ike's going to get credited for that, but I think Stockton had a little bit.
Malcolm may have got away with some steps, but that's all right. He finished nonetheless.
Dixie certainly thinks that, right?
Yeah. Happens to everybody, right?
Tyler Roberts, the coach, he was yelling travel on that one. I heard it all the way up here.
Herriman fans everywhere didn't see a thing. Wow. Great defense by Carlo causes a travel by Jordan Roberts. That was close. Good defense.
So 2 turnovers in a row.
Yeah, that's a great start for Herriman coming out on both sides of the ball.
A couple things to clean up, especially on that inbounds pass. 2 guys in 2 possessions in a row. Luckily, one of them was tipped out, but just not guarding those guys in the paint, right? A foot, 2 feet from the basket.
Like the patience there. Recognized the spacing issue, kicked it back out, no reason to rush.
Stockton will take that. I bet she makes that.
Too much space. They'll learn that real quick. Love to see him get started hot like this.
That's 7 points for Stockton.
7 points, 12-4 for Herriman.
That's going to start extending that defense out. Hopefully make it a little bit easier
that pressure on the
for Kale and for Malcolm. Let's get Ike involved too.
That's right, I'll take that shot. It's a good look. Great defense by Carlo.
Yeah. It's going to be Herriman's basketball.
I'm a little worried that Stockton got tangled up there, but he's fine. Just went down a little awkwardly.
So that shot, Ike shot, he's a phenomenal 3-point shooter. Just didn't look like he got the full release on that shot.
It's all right. We want him taking that shot if he's open. He'll get
all day long.
I love to see the bench behind the team early. They're not dormant. They're into it.
They're in it.
They came to play. Tough pass.
Great pass there. Penetration.
Great dish by Roberts.
It's going to lead to somebody being open.
Great job.
There's Ike. Yeah. Ike matching that. Love it.
Oftentimes you get down after getting beat on a good play, but when you get down the court, you forget about it really quick.
We got 14-6 on the score. That's number 10, Jordan Roberts.
Came around a great screen.
Senior point guard, 6'1".
And didn't that just look like a senior move? Like zero hesitation, no nerves.
He averages about 10 points. He's averaging 9.7 on the season. Three minutes to go in the quarter. I think Kale was wanting to pass there.
A little miscommunication. Love to see the distribution. Everybody's sharing the ball. Sometimes it just gets away from it. Great move by Roberts. Creates an and one.
You know, that little dish down there works so often, he utilized the fake in there perfectly.
Ike pleading his case. And the foul didn't go to him, went to Kell, okay.
Stockton and Kale coming out.
Good to see Beckham Willis out there. Brooks checks in. So 14-11, this free throw could make it a 2-point game. Leaves it short. So the last touch by Dixie.
That was a big.
It's a big miss.
Big miss. Yeah. Came off hard. Malcolm took a lot of energy from Malcolm to get back up there. But he did a great job. He had established position, so. Ike coming across the top. Ike wants to take this.
He does. You can tell he wants to score. It's a great move. Great move. Good control by Luke. You know he wanted to take it, be a little more physical than stop. Love that defense.
Yeah. A little interception action going on. I love seeing the energy from Ike right now is awesome. He's being aggressive. That pass was just a second late, but ended up working out all right. There's another steal.
Another look at that pick and roll, Palmer to Johnson. Love seeing that.
1:53 to go in the quarter.
Alford off the screen.
There you go. Malcolm for three.
Good look. It's a good look.
I like seeing anybody on this Herriman team shoot the three.
Absolutely.
I really do. Some great shooters out there.
Nothing. They have a look. They have the green light. Nothing forced. Lemke can set a big screen.
A little volleyball move there from number 12. He just spiked that thing over. Kyle just spiked that back over.
It's a senior move right there, Ty.
With that height advantage, it makes it a lot easier. Brooks and Palmer there battling for that offensive rebound. I thought they were going to get it.
Palmer shot in and out. Dixie's right back in this game.
Offensive foul. Boy, another turnover by Dixie. That's a lot of turnovers in this quarter.
What great control by Malcolm. Is there anything that fires up a bench like a charge?
Yeah, he gets Stockton back in this game. Stockton coming in for he's coming in for Ike.
I'd get a little breather.
Ike took a little bump there. All right, shot clock's turned off. Herriman should get the last shot of the quarter.
I think the pace of play, they'll play for one.
16 points in this quarter, chance to go to 19.
Yeah, there's no urgency here.
Let's hope 18 at the worst, right? 18 at the worst.
No urgency. They're going to take one. Get it down.
And Dixie's content to let them have it. He's just back in their defense. Beckham Willis, over to Brooks, over to Malcolm. Turnover on Herriman. Looks like Brooks picked that up. Picked up that foul.
It's too bad. I had a chance to finish the quarter with the ball and just. I'm not sure what happened, Ty. It just got a little. It seemed like we were in such control, and then.
You know, with 4 seconds left, I would have liked to have seen Carlo create some contact there on number 12. And that, let's get a replay on that last. So Carlos coming down playing, we just missed it, but Tyler or I'm sorry, Kyle Lemke came out to set a screen. He's the big guy. He was moving his feet. I like to see Carlo just go into him.
Sure.
Just create contact. Make the official call something. The odds of Carlo getting that foul, if his back's turned or if he's coming in sideways, the odds are pretty minimal that Carlo picks up that foul. But you get a chance, especially if Kyle's moving his feet. And he's such a key piece for Dixie. Great time to create a little contact.
And I wouldn't say that they're not letting them get away with a lot. They're quick to blow the whistle. I'm not saying they're being ticky-tack, but it's not like it's an overly physical game yet. I'd love to see Herriman get Lemke into foul trouble.
I like the pace. I think the energy's a little lower tonight for Herriman than it was against Brighton. Brighton brought a lot of energy, and it was palpable energy. And Herriman matched their energy. That was why they won that game. One of the key reasons why they won it. Neither one of these. I mean, I'm not sensing the same emotion out of this game as we got out of the last one.
I kind of get a sense that they're both still trying to fill each other out.
Yeah.
But that said, you take away, you get out of the first quarter with a lead after, and you have a lot of things to improve upon. You take it.
Cale Barkley from three. Malcolm all over the boards. All over the boards.
And I don't hate that shot from Cale. It's a good shot. Second chances.
I'm just looking up the rebounds per game right now.
Averaging 11 a game by Malcolm.
Malcolm's at 11.
Got a few today.
And I would bet that he's about a quarter of those are on the offensive side of the ball.
Absolutely. Brecken Robinson with a bucket there, 15 to 18. Herriman with the lead. And a lot of contact down there, but they just let him play.
Great handles there by Stockton. That ball was heading out of bounds.
It was.
His fingertips just pulled that ball right back in.
They're looking, they're seeing the mismatch down low. We just can't get those layups to fall. But I like that they see the mismatch. They get it down to Kel. He's controlling some tough passes. I mean, those aren't easy, regardless of the height advantage.
Well, I'll tell you, a lot of times when you've got two guys that are playing pretty physical, I mean, that was a pretty physical defense by Dixie on Cale's last shot. There you go. There's your foul to number 12, Kyle Lemke, grabbing Cale Barkley's arm. Everybody on the bench is doing the straight up, hands up position, trying to teach him. So Kyle goes straight up.
Willis checks out. Palmer back in.
Love watching him shoot. Beckham's got such a nice, smooth stroke.
Nice to see him back out there. I know he's still healing, but the fact that he's able to play is great. Much needed.
Carlo's setting up this defense. You got the high-low here with the two big guys. Carlo will take that. That was his game-winning shot that he had the other night.
He's got a mid-range game. We'll fall. We're a little cold here.
18-15.
Watch Johnson and Lemke battle. A couple big bodies.
There's Malcolm second. He can't dip that hand. It's just not worth it. It's not worth dipping that hand down. Now he's going to come out of the game for at least the next 4 or 5 minutes. Coach Meacham might gamble a little gambling. Malcolm is positioned to come out, but it looks like Coach Meacham's going to keep him in this game. Malcolm's staying in. I like it. A little gamble from Coach Meacham.
A little gamble. I think Malcolm knows the situation. You don't ever want to see a guy stop playing.
I hope he does recognize that, because he dropped that hand. It just wasn't necessary. He's within a foot, right? The odds of you blocking a guy who's got an inch on you that close to the basket versus just letting him have it.
Now this could be Willis coming back in. We'll see. Both teams quick to substitute. A lot of changes. Both teams playing 6 or 7 deep.
Cale giving the screen to Ike.
He's going to hit it. He wants it. He's hungry.
All right, so this is going to be pivotal right here. make sure Malcolm doesn't get this foul. And
you know that's what's exactly on Dixie's mind. Staying out of the paint there. Awkward shot there. Good
Blanchard,
defense.
great rebound over to Carlo. Carlo around the back. Kale with a great screen, set his feet,
nice
and
pass.
the give and go. Are we watching the 1990 Jazz?
Beautiful play there.
Great defense there by Kale. It's not going to be looked at, but he kept those arms straight up. Phenomenal defense. He came into his abdomen, created contact, but Kale stayed straight up. That was awesome defense.
And it's amazing how that impacts an offensive set. Suddenly they have to reset, scramble a little bit. Malcolm's got to be careful here.
Malcolm, let him have it, Malcolm, if he's got to have it. Great
Look at
defense.
that. Great finish by Stockton. That'll be an and one.
Contact on that. Let's remember and hope the officials remember the contact on that play.
Watch it here again.
Yeah, a little bump. Get the ball in. I mean, definitely contact.
Yeah, great finish. Great finish by Stockton.
So far, this game has been officiated really well.
Ooh. They're going to call that on Mulford.
Carlo's gonna take that, huh? Wow.
Well, obviously.
What did you see on that one?
I don't know what else Carlo can do in that.
Jaden Newman coming in, Beckham Willis coming in. 4:30 left in the half. Carlo and Malcolm getting a little break.
Lemke heading to the bench for Dixie. Not sure. I think that's his first break of the game, if I'm not mistaken. Quick three by Dixie out of the inbound play. That's a momentum killer.
That's a tough one. They're going to look at that and they're going to evaluate that one.
And inside out.
Palmer right down the lane.
Palmer anxious to get a bucket. He's going to get his. He's great steal by Beckham.
Beckham Willis.
Extra pass and a finish. So smart. You know, I could have easily just tried to take that himself, but he saw an opportunity to give a guy an even easier finish.
Love seeing Brecken Robinson. I mean, he's got some energy going down that court.
Oh, Jaden. Well, listen, we probably should have got that rebound, but Jaden took away an easy two for Dixie there just with the last.
So Brecken, we haven't mentioned his name a lot, number 22, but he just came down the court full steam ahead. I mean, he was rocking down the court. He does score 20 points, and he averages 20 points for this team.
Right on cue. He was listening to it. Opportunity to get and one.
Now charged to Mike Palmer.
Mike Palmer picks up the foul.
Basket and
Brecken, senior, 6'1", 160 pounds.
Got a 1 point ball game, Ty. I have a feeling we're going to see a lot of this.
Two good teams. Carlo ready to check back in. Stockton over to Ike. Ike with the ball, surveying the court.
What a
Kale.
great vision. Ike needs to realize what an impact he has, whether he's scoring or not. What great court vision by Palmer. Great finish by Kale.
Number 10, Jordan Roberts.
All on the ground, looks like it's going to be a jump ball. Great effort by both. Haven't seen the call yet, though.
That's going to be Herriman's ball.
Did they
jump
call
ball.
the jump? Didn't see the signal, but it looks like that's what's assumed here. Dixie's going to call a timeout regardless.
Did they not even need a signal?
I never saw it.
Good energy there by Jaden.
Dixie coaches needing to be restrained a little bit by referee Matt Basham. We got two good teams here. You know, this is great.
Not afraid to create some contact, either one of them.
No, I think they both been looking forward to this matchup. Dixie comes into this by some ranked 2 in the state. That's pretty impressive. So Herriman can hang with them like they are right now. That'll be great. I don't see why they can't. You know, they've got things they can clean up and they're hanging with them regardless. Blanchard carrying this offensively, Barclay as well. Team doing a good job getting the ball into Kell's hands. Stockton hitting open shots.
You know, Stockton hit 7 points there right out of the gate and didn't get a lot of looks after that. I think Coach Meacham's probably going to be trying to get that ball into his hands. He came out really warm. Can't remember a miss.
So I'm watching trying to figure out whose ball it is because they never really called some, but it's Herriman's ball under the basket.
No, they're giving it to Dixie under the basket, so it wasn't a jump then. Or I guess we're in the second quarter, maybe it was a jump.
I looked for the call, I didn't see it. There it is.
They did signal for a jump, and so yeah, that is Dixie's on the jump. Herriman did get it at the beginning of the second quarter. A lot of contact there by number 14, Logan Whitehour.
A lot of contact there too by Kell.
Kell got him. He got him from behind.
Second chance creates so much. Maybe not a bucket, but it's a foul on our big.
Didn't mean to create that contact, but he turned around to jump for the ball, and he was in his way.
Luke Brooks will check in for Barclay. Barclay's off to a great start offensively. I like to see his energy tonight. Love watching Kell play. Good trap by Palmer and Mulford.
Herriman with a couple switches out there in defense.
Like
it was travel, yeah. The ball was on his ear. You got to call that. That's Jordan Roberts.
He can move quick though. Just got a little ahead of himself there.
A lot of fast guards on this team.
Yeah,
they're playing small right now.
Yeah, Lemke's been on the bench for a couple minutes.
It's really too bad that Malcolm and Cale have got that foul trouble because against this lineup, with Dixie's lineup right here, you could get some big advantage.
There's the bucket we needed. You know, as you were saying that Johnson was at the table, I think Coach Meacham saw an opportunity to keep him out for just a second, and that 3 by Blanchard makes a huge, huge difference. 29-23, Herriman with the lead.
Good ball movement there by Dixie.
Great fake up top. Quick 2 down low, 25-29.
Less than 2 to go. 4-point lead.
A lot of contact there too, okay.
Yeah, a lot of contact.
That would have been a great pass had his hand not been hit.
Malcolm coming back in for Luke. He knew where that ball was going, didn't he?
He did.
What a hustle play there by Ike Palmer. What a hustle play. He's going to get that offensive foul. His arm came out. It did. Carlo's arm popped out at just the wrong second. His arm came out.
What a block by Palmer.
Great hustle play by Palmer. And Dre Stilson checking into the game. Love seeing this. Watch the energy coming out of him. You can almost see it right now.
Luke Brooks coming back in. They see Dixie puts Lemke back in. Coach Meacham sees what could happen with Malcolm's fouls. Luke is going to go to battle.
Coach Meacham is so strategic about checking people in and out of this game.
No hesitation.
He knows what he wants, right?
Focus on Luke Brooks here. He's got his hands full. He's not afraid.
Well, he'll pick up a couple fouls, and I don't think anybody's going to be super concerned.
No, you could actually hear Malcolm from the bench yell, "Luke, go to battle, go to battle."
Now, he plays against Malcolm and he plays against Cale in practice every day. He's used to going against those bigger guys. I'd almost take this, right? I mean, he's got you outmatched by about 4 or 5 inches. If he catches that ball, it's 2 points, and now he's shooting free throws. Little risk there on the free throw, right?
Another quick substitution by Coach Meacham. Little offense, defense here. But you're exactly right. And whether it hits this or not, I like take the easy layup or force him to shoot two. Hey,
It ended up working out.
Worked out great.
That's 1 point. Brooks picked up that foul, but that's one extra point, one point off the board.
Another block.
Out of bounds.
Great block by Lemke and stepped out of bounds.
You can see the height and the impact it has. They're going to get, it looks like they're going to get Kyle out of the game here. And Tyler Walter. So Tyler, he'll average about 4.7 minutes a game. He's a contributor on this team. Doesn't score a lot, but he's got really long arms.
Chance for a mismatch for Malcolm. Just misses. Looks like he got away with a step or two.
That's an interesting. When they're driving from that right or left side, the opposite side, a guy just goes right to that block. It's almost like they're not even looking to shoot. He's just throwing it back up underneath the hoop. They've run that play a couple times. Trey Stilson gets it over to Ike. Beckham Willis, good shot. That's a good three-point shot.
Good look. He can hit those all day long.
You give yourself a chance. When you shoot it at that point, you give yourself a chance now. Unless Dixie shoots this ball at the last possible second, Herriman's going to have a chance to do something, potentially.
There's that.
Looked like a travel to me.
Late whistle there.
And they're going to get the foul. So the travel must have happened because of some contact. So he's going to shoot some free throws. But look, he shot a little bit earlier in that possession, right at, leaving about 35 seconds left on the clock, and now Herriman's going to get the last possession of the game. So I like that shot by Beckham.
Mulford getting ready to check back in.
Good substitution here.
Palmer getting educated a little bit on the foul. So I think we have Malcolm and Ike both with 2. Now, that being said, if we can finish this half with each of them having 2, that's okay.
Yeah, that's a win.
Don't want to pick up an extra.
This is Logan Whitehour shooting free throws. Trey Stilson coming out, Carlo going in.
Okay, here we go, 15 seconds left.
Dixie with the lead. A lot of free throws there for Dixie to end this half.
Yes. Gotta get it up. Oh, they get it. Herriman with the chance to get some free
Yeah, Malcolm's
throws.
going to shoot free throws, and I think they might be able to take the lead here.
Listen, it was late.
Clear off the line. The
No time on the clock.
clock's to 0, so I'd like to see Stockton come off that line.
There's really no reason to have anybody out there.
Certainly no reason to have Stockton out there.
No.
They're going to put 0.7 on the clock, so
Okay.
0.7, I'd still back him off that line. Got a tie basketball game at the very least. They're going to put Ike in there too. 0.7 catch and shoot situation.
Coaches from the Herriman bench yelling no fouls, no fouls.
Very important.
I think they'll be perfectly fine going into this. Going to be short. We're going to be too much contact right there with 0.7 left. But hey, this is a great game. There's going to be a lot of back and forth tonight. Herriman with the 1-point lead going into the half.
Good game. Oh man, I like
really
this.
Good teams. It's been a fun tournament. It's nice of Sky Ridge to host this. A lot of good basketball played at all levels. I know we focus a lot on the varsity games, as we should, but as you've gone into the auxiliary gyms, no matter what gym you walk into, what 2 teams are playing this weekend, there have been some really good games. Earlier today, lost to Herriman's junior varsity team was playing against Dixie, and it took a half-court heave by Cy Arnell to win that game. So every game
They won by 3. It was a tie ball game, right?
Yep.
And
with just seconds left, Cy heaved
a
one.
block and then a half-court heave. So 2 pretty miraculous things that happened there.
It was awesome. It was a great finish. Jackson Hansen had a clutch block, which I thought would be enough to carry him into overtime, but all they needed was a couple seconds for Cy to hit a great half-court shot. It's just fun to see that. Listen, I know the focus is here on varsity, but as a fan of the game and as a team collectively when you're traveling together to have those wins, it's just fun for the locker room. So that was a great first half of basketball, Ty. As I mentioned earlier, you got Dixie, who's in a lot of cases ranked second in the state. Herriman certainly not far from that, but it's been a fun game.
Yeah, it has.
I made it. Are you guys still commentating? You like
It's good to have you here, though, Blake.
coming for the second half?
You know, what did you see in the first half? What impressed you from Herriman in that first half?
Well, quickly, what impressed me was just both teams trying to. Neither team like rushing into anything. Both teams trying to establish who's in charge. On the Herriman side, I really like Stockton's quick 7 points, and then he found his stride there later in the half. But I really like the feed down low to Barclay, getting those easy 2s. Not all of them have fallen, but I like that they're looking down there, especially when Limke's out of the game. Limke's out of the game. You get Limke away from Kell. So yeah, a lot of good things defensively. I think they're being super active, except for in those areas where you mentioned inbounds plays, and then when you have a guard drive, whether it's Robinson, Whitehour, Jordan Roberts, they drive, and like you said, they're not going to shoot it. At least that's how it appears. So there's just a wide open back cut. So I hope Herriman makes that adjustment.
He's taken one where he faked it and then shot it, right? But the majority of the time, they're just coming down looking to distribute that ball.
Quite frankly, 2 very selfless teams, and that shows in the stats.
It's a great observation.
You have so many players that are scoring the ball in double digits. So that's great. That's great basketball. There's no one out here, no one person carrying either team. It's just good team basketball.
Love what you're calling there from Stockton Blanchard. Stockton quick 7 gets that next 3-pointer that was almost NBA range, and Stockton's feeling it tonight.
He is. Love to see that too.
He's got some great confidence in this game. Love seeing the big to big for Herriman. They've got 2 big guys. Dixie's really got 1 as far as significant height.
Sure.
So you got that advantage, 2-1. Herriman should continue to highlight that advantage.
Absolutely. I'll tell you one thing too. If I'm a Herriman fan, Herriman player here, we don't really have. Ike Palmer always contributes. Don't get me wrong, but to be able to go in the half up 1 without Ike, really leading the way offensively.
Yeah.
He's going to get his. I think we say that a lot. He's going to get his, and he's actively trying. He knows it. So if you go in with a lead without Palmer leading the way in scoring,
Ike averages 13.3 points a game. He's going to get some points.
For sure.
It's going to happen. Great rebounder as well. Cale, Barclay, and Malcolm Johnson leading the way on that. I mean, just absolutely dominant on the boards.
So Ty, if you're Dixie, what adjustments do you make in the second half? And do you make any? I mean, it's not like they're doing anything wrong. This is a tight game.
Yeah, I don't know what they would change. They're doing a good job on defense. I think both coaches are probably having discussions with their bigs and foul trouble, right?
For sure. Yeah, God, it's so important. Keep them out of foul trouble. We need those guys out on the court in the second half. Hey, this has got to be the most entertaining halftime show we've seen in a while here. Battles on both ends of the court.
A lot of kids shooting down there. It's fun.
I love the timeout and every kid racing to the court. fun tournament. Get the team. These are some long days. Long days for some of the parents.
Sure.
Start at 3, end at 9
You
or
get
10.
3 days of basketball, right?
But hey, it's high school basketball season. This is where we should be. We'll be back here tomorrow too. It's a fun tournament.
Yeah, back tomorrow. I think the winner of this game plays at 3:30, if I'm not mistaken. I didn't even look to see what time the loser plays, so we're just banking on winning this game.
Exactly.
Man. That's that first half.
You know, Herriman basketball, we've got some great support for Herriman basketball. Cardio Miracle, the finest heart and health supplement in the world. Heart supplements, you take a lot of supplements?
I have a feeling I'm going to start doing that.
Yeah?
Yeah. No, I need to.
You take that
Hang
for
around-
any soreness or aches and
I don't know
pains?
what you're mentioning. Hanging around with you, I'm going to have to start taking some supplements here. We also, thanks to Jason Hewlett Entertainment, Keynote Entertainment Experience. Jason Hewlett, great sponsor of the program, and just an all-around incredible human being.
You've seen him perform, right?
I have. Multi-talented. He's hilarious. He's incredibly talented, whether it's the piano, whether it's vocally. And really, like I said, he's the greatest guy. And he's not paying me to say that.
He's
Or
been
standing over me.
He's he's not standing over you. He's been on Broadway. He performs for really large corporations and performs all over the world. So Jason Hewlett Entertainment, big thanks to both Cardio Miracle and to Jason Hewlett Entertainment. And then couple dental sponsors too.
We've talked about it before. It's you think there's a bunch of teenagers in the room, right? We got Horsley Orthodontics, a big part of our Herriman community. We've got a lot of players on the team that go there, go to Horsley Orthodontics. I know my family's gone there, home of the Smile Assurance Program. We love Dr. Horsley and his staff.
And then we have the oral and facial surgery as well. So oral and facial surgery, they're highly trained, compassionate board certified oral and maxillofacial surgeons.
And another one, Aloha Orthodontics. Their goal at Aloha Orthodontics is to offer their patients the very best orthodontic care in Herriman and the surrounding communities in Utah. So again, like I said, I think we have some people going to get some orthodontia done. But that's not all the sponsors, Ty. Who else do we have?
No, because you want straight teeth so you can eat that Raising Cane's, right?
Absolutely.
Raising Cane's. So they serve the most craveable chicken finger meals.
I mentioned it before, my kids are there at least 3 times a week, and if you ever go there, there's usually several Herriman players there.
Yeah, I know they frequently go there after games. Got Paul Davis Restoration. No matter what the disaster, we're here to help to get everything in your home restored and back to normal. They do recovery, reconstruction, restoration. They do it all.
Been around for a long time, great reputation, great sponsor. Also have Nate Wade Subaru. Nate Wade Subaru is an award-winning dealership committed to taking care of all their customers' vehicle needs. Nate Wade Subaru is a great friend and partner of Herriman basketball.
Where's that Nate Wade Subaru?
Downtown, Salt Lake City, right by the B Stadium.
Oh yeah.
13th South and Main. Been there since 1959. So they've been on the block a little bit.
They've been there for a while. 13th and Main.
13th and Main. Yeah, if you've ever been to a Bees game, they're just on the corner there.
Yeah. Ballpark.
And
Absolutely.
we have my favorite realtor in the world. Right?
Yes.
Kristen Cassie with Niche Homes.
Kind of boutique brokerage, right?
Yep.
Specializing in the outstanding neighborhoods and enclaves along the Wasatch Front. So I know nothing makes Kristen happier than helping her clients visualize, design, and build a functionally beautiful home.
She loves it. She loves serving this community. She loves this program.
And we got Jordan Mulford also as one of our sponsors with American Family Insurance.
Jordan is one of the most passionate human beings you'll meet. He's a great part of this program, not only because his son's here, but he's coached a lot of these young men from a very young age, and he brings that same passion that he does in basketball to his service with the American family. He's going to protect what's most important to you and your family. Always put your best interests first, strong communication, prompt service, and desire to help any way we can. You know, I've seen Jordan here tonight. No one is more, if you want to be entertained, watch him watch a game. It's intense. We're ready for a fun second half.
He does things with passion, doesn't he?
He does. He does.
States in black, Flyers in white. Second half.
Herriman's with the ball to start the second half. They got this thing right rolling.
They're working that mismatch down there, but
Great steal by Whitehour.
yeah, bad pass. And now look at this. Dixie is
Come out running.
They're running. They're running. I think you're going to see and a noticeable difference in the movement by Dixie right now.
Herriman's got to focus on making that extra pass. Herriman will run with him, but yeah, Dixie it's a great give and go. Kell with the second chance. Didn't go. Both shots okay.
2 chances. Malcolm playing tight defense out on Kyle Lemke. Away from the basket.
Keep him away. Keep him away from the basket. It's a
Back
big
to Kyle. Kyle comes down the lane, looking for the ball.
Thought we might get away. Might be able to jump that pass there. Good patience by Dixie.
Jordan Roberts kicking it over to Brecken.
No call. Mike wanted a charge there. Could have got it, but either way, didn't get it. Dixie comes out with a quick 4 points with the lead 34-31.
Noticeable difference on energy.
Oh, absolutely.
Right? The way they're running, even the way they're running back on defense is noticeable.
And that,
Couple turnovers. This is not a good start for Herriman. Not a good start for the
Meacham's already asking for a quick timeout. Slow this down.
Yeah, Coach Meacham's got to take that timeout. Crowd's getting into it a little bit for Dixie right now.
Turnovers can do.
Herriman with a few turnovers and Dixie just capitalizing on them.
Yeah, absolutely. Quick 6 points.
The speed that they're running around the court with, I know this is like the 17th time I've said it, but it's so palpable. That is so noticeable, the energy they came out of halftime with.
Well, quite frankly, it wasn't a high-scoring first half for these two teams, and they showed real quick how fast they can score.
6 points.
Herriman needs to weather the storm, take a deep breath. We can see, Herriman can score the balls well. Just need to limit those turnovers.
6 points in a little over a minute and a half. Herriman with a couple layups that were missed in that too.
That's true. That's true. An answer here would be good for Herriman.
Carlo and Kale with 2 screens at the top for Carlo.
We saw him.
There's Stockton. Chance to gather himself and
Exactly what
knocks
you
it
need coming out of
down.
that
He was
timeout.
calling for that ball, and look at this. Stockton's matching him on the defense on the hustle side. He got back on defense quick.
And that's a great three by Blanchard. Great pass by Mulford. He knew how bad Stockton wanted it. Great defense. Great defense by both Palmer and Johnson to finish it with that blocking.
Notice what Logan Whitehour's doing though. When he drives, he's diving on the opposite side of the court, looking for the ball. Carlo gets that after a couple volleyball bumps.
Second volleyball play tonight. This time by Herriman. Throw a little volleyball in the mix tonight. Good stop by Herriman regardless.
All right, Carlo's bringing it up. Good things coming here. I sense a tie game. Blanchard comes off that screen.
Good defense there.
Shot that just a little too quick,
Yep.
but you still like him shooting it,
Keep
especially with
firing.
his shooting percentage that he's got going for the night.
Yeah. Nothing wrong. Just a little quick, but good defense too by Dixie. Yeah, he's a powerful young man. two big guys.
Lemke pointing to the crowd on that one.
Trying to get them into it. Show them why they're one of the best in the state. Answer by Kell, just short.
Dixie pushing the ball. All right, here we go. Carlo with the ball. Carlo's into it now. Kell's going to pick that up. That's his second one on a rebound. He just dropped his arms, touched his back. It's a tough foul right there. That's one you wish you could get back.
Absolutely. It's tough enough to have that missed shot and then you pick up that foul. But a lot of game here.
Stockton with a great help defense there.
Dixie's moving that ball quick. Sky hook from Lemke. Second effort. Second effort. It's a difference in ball games.
6-point lead.
Dixie getting more and more comfortable here. Bench getting behind him. Herriman needs to answer.
Herriman's got they got the shooting ability
Oh, sure.
to get back into this game real quick. They just can't let it get out of control. There's a 9-point lead now. All right.
Happens quick. Herriman can't hang their heads.
You're going to see a timeout, I think, right about here. You need to just take a second, recompose, get back into this defensively.
Good to see Ike leading his team off the timeout, keeping their heads up.
Yeah.
You know, things can change really quick. We've seen it here with Dixie, so Herriman's got to keep their heads up. You can't hang your head. Don't sulk. Fight back. You deserve to be here, deserve to be in this game. But the only thing
This game's not over.
No, not at all. The only thing that frustrated me there was that we missed the shot and then kind of lagged back on defense and gave an open three without much effort. So
I think that's been the difference. For me, in my observations, that's been the difference in the second half. Dixie looks like they want it a little bit more.
Meacham takes the full timeout. He's going to get this team up and running real quick. Great start by Dixie. If you're a coach, you're Coach Roberts for Dixie. It's exactly the start that you want.
You had Kyle in there with that reverse almost dunk, and then he had that sky hook a la Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and
I don't know
he
if
missed it.
Yeah, but I don't know if that dunk goes down without that mustache. You know? Got a big body, got the mustache to top it off with. He's opposing his will down there. He's a good ball player. Let's see what Coach Meacham drew up in this timeout here for Herriman. Trying to feed Stockton. And Whitehour battling Barclay down there. Not what they wanted out of a timeout.
A lot of turnovers in this. I mean, Herriman has 4 points.
4 points
to 13.
That many turnovers, yeah.
Yeah. Shot in the corner with his legs apart and got the roll. They're feeling it.
When Lemke's scoring at will down low, it just opens everything else up.
It's a big possession. You got a 12-point lead. It's a big possession. Carlo knows it.
Another
Turnover and a fast break for another easy 14-point lead. This game's getting slipping out of the hands of Herriman right now.
Quickly too.
Yep.
How quickly. Meacham using up a lot of timeouts.
He has to at this point.
He really does. You have to settle it out.
Turnovers and energy. So I'd like to see a couple things. Number one, I'd like to see Carlo take that ball all the way to the hole. Right? Let's make a statement here, Carlo. He came down, dished that ball. It came in at the feet, which those things happen. But I'd really like to see Carlo come in and just kind of establish control of the game. He's the point guard. He has a phenomenal ability to finish at the rim. Draw a foul. Do something that creates some good momentum for your team.
And I think
start
at this point,
pulling that momentum away from Dixie.
yeah, and I think at this point we do. Herriman just needs a player to come take over. You know, I really appreciate their unselfishness, but there's times in a game where someone has to take over. And you're exactly right.
Yeah, this is the time. Someone wants to step up and take control as a leader and say, all right, guys, let's go. Let's match them. Sky's not falling at this point.
Not at all. Surprised Stockton didn't fire there.
They still could shoot that ball.
Yeah, there's space.
I'd like to see, there we go. That's Barclay from 3. All right, there we go.
I'll take his.
Pull some momentum away.
Watch how quickly Dixie gets back down on offense. No hesitation.
The aggressiveness is noticeable. Good little bump there to move Lemke just a step away from the basket.
A big stop here for Herriman. Lemke wants the ball. Oh. With Malcolm, there's a lot of contact on that play. I thought Malcolm got hit in the mouth.
Yeah, I think they wanted a traveling violation at the beginning of that possession there by Logan Whitehour.
He's tough enough to guard as it is. Give him an extra step. It's almost impossible.
So Malcolm with 3 right now, but I don't think you could take him out because you just have to get this momentum back, right? You have to get this momentum back. If not, you're going to be in trouble. 19 points in that quarter so far, and there's still a fourth of the quarter left. They scored 30 in the first half and 20 in the third quarter.
There's a reason that they're ranked what they are. Like you said, sky's not falling. Weather the storm, get some buckets. Someone needs to take over. Let's see. Great dish.
Great
dish.
You know, I would have liked to have seen Malcolm put that down on that one. I like to see it.
I think he lost his footing a little bit there, but I would have loved that. Some big 3, big dunk will kind of change that momentum. Dixie content to get into their offense, that back cut. Great Malcolm there at the perfect time. Lemke's in there a long time. Wow. That's a tough call.
Let's look at that replay on that.
It's frustrating because it came after the block and after we picked it up.
Yeah, that's definitely a tough call there.
So both Palmer and Johnson with 3. But like you said, at this point, you're not worried about that. You just get in there and play. Good news is he missed both. Bad news is Malcolm threw the ball away.
More energy again.
Jeez.
More energy.
That was dangerous grounds for Herriman there. They got away with one. Just a little lackadaisical, and Dixie's not stopping. We've got to start matching that energy somehow. Got to pick their heads up.
It's 11 points. Come down and score
Exactly.
here. Cut it. Play a couple good defensive possessions. Get the bench into it. Dixie's bench is in this game right now.
Great catch by Ike. That's a tough pass to catch, like you said before.
Great
They've
pass.
sound.
Boy, that was beautiful.
Second effort. Got him finished there. Ref's going to come in and make sure this doesn't get out of hand. That's 4 on Malcolm. Not sure why that happened. Dixie's really enjoying it.
All right, so let's get some defense going here. Let's get a stop. Come down. Defensive stop is humongous on this possession right
Go
here.
into this
Little under a minute on the third.
Go into the fourth quarter with single digits would be a huge.
Carlo fights through that. All right,
touch
great.
by Dixie. That's good.
Great possession
Yeah,
there.
I think if you can bring this down to single digits, you know, it's good for Herriman psychologically.
Single digits, and you know, you score some points here, come down, play some great defense, and you might get 2 possessions out of this.
little confusion here by Herriman, but they're settling in. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Don't want to force anything. Just no turnovers. Let's get a bucket here. Reset the shot clock, or does it stay?
Did reset it.
So
Herriman will get the last possession of the quarter. I'd take it.
I would absolutely take it.
Kill the momentum a little bit, right? Lemke getting a break. Strategically timed for him.
Wait till about 3 or 4 seconds. Love to see Carlo just take this. Lemke's out, just take it inside.
You know, the way he broke those ankles in that last game,
he's got a knack
would love
for doing
to see that. Stockton.
Oh, what a rebound by Ike.
All right.
A lot of frustration from the Herriman bench that there was no call there, but hey.
That was the third quarter, and Dixie definitely won that third quarter. I mean, a very even first half. Third quarter, Dixie had more energy. Period.
Yeah. Good news is we have 1 quarter left.
Don't think they really outplayed them, except for energy, right? And the energy was what was creating those. I mean, didn't shoot a lot of outside shots. They're taking it to the hole.
Points off turnovers, huge difference in this game.
Herriman did shoot a lot of three-pointers, and they've missed at least 3 or 4 layups in that. 4 that I can think of.
Down there, that last possession, we missed a couple. We've got a lot of missed layups. Trying to be optimistic and hoping that those shots will still be there and they'll start to fall.
Well, here's the optimism out of that. You get all 4 of those layups, right? Well, you were 2. I know 2 of them came on 1 possession. So you get 3 of them. You get a way different game. And with the energy that they've had, the momentum that they've had, that would have helped you.
So this fourth quarter, Dixie controls possession.
So you got Malcolm staying on the bench for another minute.
He's a little heated up. Get him settled down, come in and take control. Herriman needs someone to step up here on both ends, someone to bring the energy. See who it's going to be. Quick score by Dixie on the gate, continuing on with what they had in the third.
13-point game.
Critical possession by Herriman.
Not a time to panic here. This is a time to take your...
No, what's important is getting a bucket.
Go through your offense.
Ike in trouble. These turnovers are just really, really hurting any type of momentum that Herriman can get. Got to get shots off. Let's give credit to Dixie. They're playing tough. Everything followed. Whitehour with a quick bucket.
Carlo Mulford bringing the ball up. Another turnover. And leading to another layup. You know, Herriman's going to learn they're going to learn some important lessons out of this.
Absolutely.
The passing, the quality of the passing, just not there right now. And then getting back on defense. It's creeping in. As a mature team, I would expect that they regain their composure and come out. Look, you still got a shot at this game. You just really have to focus on your offense. Every possession matters.
Possession matters. And more than anything, what I'd like to see, Ty, even if they don't fall, I'd just love to see us take some shots. Too often we're coming down and we don't even get a shot off. You know, we just got to protect the ball if we have any chance to creep back into this game.
Yep, too many turnovers.
Dixie just feeding off of them.
Lots of layups off of the turnovers. I think they've scored on nearly every one of them. All right. I think we turn the tide right now for Herriman, right?
So why not? Let's do it right now. Out of a timeout. Get a bucket here, get a stop, one stop at a time. We're back in it. Dixie's playing loose, they're relaxed, they're feeling comfortable. All smiles for the Dixie Flyers. Malcolm Johnson back in the game, Beckham Willis as well. Blanchard and Luke taking a break.
Carlo Mulford with the ball. Over to Beckham Willis. Moving the ball around the top.
Great extra pass. A lot of bodies on the floor.
A lot of bodies
Kel
on the
holding
floor.
his shoulder, hope he's okay, he's hustling back.
Winced a little bit.
And Ike takes a charge. We'll take it. We'll take any win we can get.
I'm watching Kale right
Me
now.
too, me
Looks
too.
like he may have gotten a little court burn.
What I like about Ike taking that charge is he got the bench off their feet. Been a little dormant. 6 minutes left. You'd love to see someone get hot, but Dixie won't allow it. Dixie is everywhere.
Ball's out. Brecken Robinson. So you saw Carlo from the right side, and then Carlo from the left side.
I'd like to see someone attack the hoop here.
Ike attacks it. Kale with the rebound.
Good pass by Willis.
Inside out.
Just won't fall. Just can't. Herriman cannot buy a bucket. I mean, we've scored 8 points this half. Very unlike this Herriman team.
Buckets aren't falling. Lots of turnovers and lots of energy for Dixie. That's the story of the second half. This is number 10, Jordan Roberts with the ball. Dixie not in a hurry to do anything.
Zero need. I'm not going to lie, some of these passes are a little sloppy. We just don't jump them. Well, a very unusual turnover by Dixie. Love to see Herriman answer a quick pass down to Willis.
I'd like to see Beckham shoot that ball.
Yeah, I would too. It looks like they're all thinking twice about
There's
Limpy.
time.
And Malcolm Johnson's out of the game. Just too much elbow. You know, it's just happening too frequently where Malcolm's exiting a game early.
You know, Beckham shoots that shot.
Yeah,
We got a
happens.
different scenario.
Yeah, none of that happens. And I love the extra pass, like I've said, but at this point, we've got to start creating offense. Meacham's pretty heated. You don't see that often.
You know, I think what he's saying is that Malcolm has that. He has that space in front of him. Right. He gets to hold that ball out, and they called that foul for him, basically holding the ball out in front of him.
Good observation. It's a frustrating game for Malcolm. You can sense it. He'll be all right. Beautiful part of this game and in tournament play is you have to have a short memory. You'll be back on the court tomorrow. So I'd love to see a strong finish, regardless of outcome, by Herriman offensively. Clean it up.
Dixie again, not in a hurry. Oh, I take that back. I take that back.
Right?
Man, Brecken Robinson shooting that ball early.
He's got the green light.
Hey, what the heck?
Herriman desperate for a bucket. Stop the bleeding.
They can get some wins in here, right? Some emotional wins. Nobody's wanting to shoot that ball inside.
Kel from the corner is pretty high percentage. Just need more of it. And Lemke makes it look so effortless. So 16-point Dixie lead with 4:22 left. A lot to overcome for Herriman, but like I said, I think most importantly, if you can just get into an offensive rhythm and leave this game with putting those turnovers behind you, regardless of outcome. Right now, they're just frustrated, hanging their heads a little bit.
Find a rhythm, and let's leave the gym tonight with something positive, right?
Absolutely. And that's one thing Coach Machin will do. He'll find something positive here. There will be lessons learned from this game. This is a tough team. Let's don't discredit how good Dixie is. I've been so impressed with their entire team, really. Lemke's presence is known everywhere on the court. He's affecting shots on defense and on offense. It really comes easy to him. And the moment they start pick up, he dishes it, and he's got some teammates that can knock down shots from everywhere. It's a great, well-rounded Dixie team. But I don't think Herriman's far from hanging with them with just too many turnovers.
Yeah, you play this game again, and that third quarter probably doesn't happen.
Absolutely. Their defense, they're just everywhere. We don't have a lot of time.
Ike with a tough fader. It's a shot of his that he likes, and he makes that a lot. That's probably a step away from the basket further than he wanted to be, and he's shooting that over a very tall defender. Put in a difficult spot there, couldn't pick which one to guard.
Herriman struggling to buy a bucket. And
I love seeing that. Look, I'm just going to call that out. I like seeing Carlo coming in and just attacking the hoop.
There hasn't been a lot of that. It's been a lot of inside out. Dixie continues to stay hot. 3 by Breck and Robinson. They're not going to stop playing. They're still pouring it on. Love to see Ike get something going offensively. This has been a struggle tonight, but Ike will bounce back. He always does. This is his first off night. Things getting a little chippy.
No reason for Dixie to be chippy at this point.
No, they should be pretty happy. It's a tough Herriman team. They've come in here to Sky Ridge in this tournament and done a great job. Newman and Brooks.
Jaden Newman, Luke Brooks coming in. Carlos coming out. Stockton looks like, nope, Beckham Willis coming out.
Imagine that's the end of Carlos' night. Frustrating night for him as well.
A lot depends on this next minute or so. Trey Stilson getting ready to check in. He'll bring some energy for you. Great steal by Ike. Cale Barclay showing his ball handling skills.
Yeah, moving
bringing
up the court quick there.
Jaden Newman surveying the court. Kicks it over to Stockton. Stockton should have shot that.
We haven't had a lot of success when you kick it in.
There it is, Stockton.
Love to see. Just take a shot. Nothing to lose this late. That's been a high percentage tonight. Great battle by Brooks. There's the foul that they were looking for.
Earlier, huh?
Crazy how often that happens. Coach pleads his case a couple times down the court.
Dre almost got Stockton up top with that ball fake.
love to see, Ike's getting a little frustrated. I'd love to see one of those go down.
Trey Stilson playing great defense.
He is. Stepped out of bounds. I thought they were going to call a foul. I was confused there, but that makes sense. Great job by Dre. Even got away with a couple push-offs there by Roberts.
You know, just the energy he's bringing in there, right? Brings the energy, elevates the Jordan Roberts dribbles the ball maybe a little bit more than he needed to there, trying to just compete with that energy of Dre, and ends up stepping out of bounds. So credit that to Dre Stilson.
Jackson Hansen getting ready to check in. Probably going to finish Ike Palmer's night. Weston Kessler getting ready to check in. Meacham going to the bench.
J.J. Davey. 59 seconds left in the game. Boy, Dixie took control in that second half.
They really did. That third quarter, they came out. You know, I mentioned at halftime, I didn't think there was a ton of adjustments that needed to be made, but that's why I'm not a high school basketball coach, because Coach Roberts came out and Dixie brought that energy, that hustle, really wreaked havoc on Herriman's offense, and the game just got away from us really quick.
It happened in the first 2 plays of the second half. It really did. The momentum, the energy just shifted dramatically over. You had too many turnovers. I'd like to see how many turnovers there were on Herriman in the second half. What's interesting is Dixie had a lot of turnovers in the first half. And there was some capitalization on that, but not as much as you'd maybe like to see.
Not to the extent that Dixie did to Herriman, that's for sure. And that's a lesson that can be taught, you know?
Turnover, you get that turnover, you gotta score on it.
So we've got Dre Stilson, Weston Kessler, Jackson Hansen, Luke Brooks, Jaden Newman, all in to finish this last minute. Hansen has had a great tournament at the junior varsity levels. Love to see him get out here.
59 seconds. Make something good happen, guys. Newman with the ball into Brooks.
Good shot by Brooks.
Top of the key.
Stilson's not going to stop. He creates a turnover.
Look at that. We got a little shift in momentum now.
I'll tell you what I like. Look at the bench. Everybody's standing up clapping. That's what I want.
Love to see that energy out of the bench.
With their, knowing what they need to do better, but also not hanging their heads. You got to have a short memory. Play again tomorrow. Stilson's going to fire. He's got it. He deserves it. He got us that possession.
Stilson and Brooks with a quick 5 points.
Love it. We'll take any momentum we can, regardless of the outcome here. It's good to see some smiles and some life in that bench. Been down for the second half.
Yeah, 16-point lead for Dixie.
Not been fouled, just going to play tight. No reason to foul. Looks like it's going to be a wrap on this game. So final 65-49. Dixie walks away with the win. And really, that third quarter tie.
Third quarter was the difference
That's
maker.
the difference. It was. Great first half of basketball by Herriman. Great adjustments by Dixie. Came out with great energy. Love to see these two teams play again. I don't think
Boy, wouldn't that be fun? It's not going to happen, but boy, it would be really fun to see that.
So tomorrow, Herriman will face Copper Hills,
A regional opponent.
regional opponent at 1:30. So that'll be great. That'll be an important game for Herriman psychologically. Credit to Dixie. They looked great. They looked really good. Very well-rounded team. Fun to watch.
Big team, fast team. A lot of energy, especially in that second half.
Very impressed with them. But also, as frustrating as that was, Herriman's not far off. They'll clean it up. They'll come back better. That's all you can do.
Yeah, Herriman is a better team than what they showed in that second half. The first half more reminiscent of what we were. The thing we didn't see a lot of in that second half was the big to big play. Right. Didn't see a lot of that in the second half.
Yeah, you're exactly right. That first half we went down low to Kel a lot for some good looks close to the basket and kind of went away from it.
Yep.
And then as the score starts to change and the distance grows, you have to change your offense. I do wish we could go back to what you said and just attack the basket earlier before that lead got away from us, but hopefully that's a lesson learned. We're in good hands with our coaching staff, and we get to bounce back tomorrow at 1:30. Again, like you said, against a regional opponent. That's an important game. Great to see him early before region play.
Herriman is in phenomenal hands with the coaching staff. I'm eagerly awaiting tomorrow's game to see some of the adjustments that get made.
Yeah, it can't come soon enough.
And it's gonna be a fun game because this will mean that Herriman and Copper Hills will match up 3 times this year.
That's right. There'll be a rubber match. It starts tomorrow. Great rivalry. It'll be good to see them early. Hey, listen, that third quarter was frustrating, but I always love calling these games with you, Ty.